Welcome to Gran Turismo 7, and you might thinking, wait, why you on the weekly stuff didn't reset it yet? Because this video is a pre-recorded version of I'm doing as well, and one thing is this is scheduled video as well because I took break about a couple of days as well. I'm sorry, but I decided to take a break as well. And another thing about the video, I already put it on several videos already on the schedule. Glad I do record it earlier as I expected as well. So the two iconic cars, two of them were from the 1980s as well, and secondly, both these cars have a Guinness World Record as well, the fastest car in the 80s as well. Another thing about these cars, it's a 2.9 liters twin turbo engines, and also the high-tech goodies as well. And another thing about this car, it's pretty much the most iconic Titan between 100. Oh yeah, I talked about Porsche, the Porsches, and also the Ferrari. Yeah, Porsche versus Ferrari. I know people are gonna think, wait, where's the Lamborghini? I'm gonna do it later on, but I know this thing is gonna be. So this one I gotta do it personally. Wait, I want to do this one on for sure. This is the legendary car people wanted to see as well, and also one of the greatest car back in the 80s as well, and also one of the fastest record holder back in the 1986. Yeah, this car is 1987 model as well. The Porsche 959 is one of the greatest car of all time, even though these days this is the most expensive car ever built. Yeah, now today this thing is so pricey as well. The price of these cars is so high, skyrocketing as well. When it came out in the 1986, this car cost 150,000 pounds, and also only 292 one of these things ever built. And another one is this is a homologation car for the Paris Dakar Competition as well. And another thing, it's four-wheel drive. A four-wheel drive, just like the Audi Quattro that time. That time Audi Quattro dominated in WRC. This one is a supercar for the road as well. And another thing, this is a clever stuff as well of this car. It has tire pressure sensor and also four-wheel drive clever four-wheel drive system, and also clever suspension of this car as well. And another thing is this car, which is amazingly, this is the most beautiful car ever built. The engine under this thing is pretty much, I said earlier, 2.8 liters. Well, another one is the 2.9 liters. I say this one here is pretty much different. The 2.8 liter twin turbocharged flat six engine produces 443 horsepower and 500 newton meters of torque. This particular car weighs 1,450 kilograms. This car, one thing is, it's the top speed on the back in the 80s as well, back in the 1986 as well. It beat Ferrari 288 GTO, as you probably know. This car top speed 197 miles an hour, which is a 315 kilometers an hour as well. And the clever thing about these cars, an iconic 959. This thing, I bought this one from the older GT game, the old video. It was I uploaded one of these things back in 2023. Oh, pretty much almost 2 years now that video came out. Glad I bought this one as well, but I pretty much liked this particular car, as you probably know. Yeah, it is. It was cool to see here as well. Now you may be thinking, wait, how you got this car so early? Because I picked the car earlier than expected as well. The one thing I decided to pick the car early because I took a break, and secondly, this car is a legendary as well. You may notice I already reviewed the 288 GTO as well, including the Ferrari as well. But the second after the GTO came out, 1987 came out of the legendary name, and also legendary supercar in the 80s. I know some people say it said 1992. Yeah, this one came out in the model year 1992, but actually this car came out in 1987 as well. And another thing is this car, the most iconic car of all time. This is the one of the greatest car ever built by Ferrari, and also the last car for Enzo Ferrari approved of the as well. Approved I said approved as well. The Ferrari F40, the most iconic car ever built by Ferrari as well. And also, like I said, this is the last Enzo Ferrari approved as well. Another thing about this car is the legendary status. This car, you may notice, it has a record holder back in 1987. Yeah, the Guinness World Record, I gotta say. This particular car, at the top speed, it's 201 miles an hour, 324 kilometers an hour. Yeah, it is actually. And another thing about this car, not just built for a road going version, it also built for racing. Another thing in the F40 was the big engine as well. The engine is pretty much big, but you may notice this particular car is the second twin turbo powered machine by Ferrari as well, after the 288 GTO. Yeah, it is. And another thing about this car, if you notice, this car made from carbon fiber as well. Entire body made from carbon fiber. It is. Let me just check it out a little more later actually. And this car is pretty much amazing look as well. The engine of this car is pretty much powerful as well, and also the most aggressive engine of all time. The 2.9 liter twin turbocharged V8 engine, producing 471 horsepower and 576 newton meters of torque, weighs about 1.1 tons. And the carbon fiber body of this car, you can see through as well, even though it has a roller coaster. I note a bit actually. I put in the note. Well, I said no. I picked the same phrase as the Jeremy Clarkson as well. You may notice, because Jeremy Clarkson loved this car as well, the F40, and also I pretty much like it as well for the modern standard as well. With this car, you may notice the F40 was the last to have personally approved by a company founder Enzo Ferrari. The development code name of the F40 was LM, standing for Le Mans. And you may notice this car also competed in 24 hours of Le Mans as well. You can see that it was designed as a road car, while it has appearance of the serious race car. Yeah, it appears like a proper racing car as well. You may notice this is one of the homologation racing machine as well. And also, yeah, it is more. Some say that F40 suffer for turbo lag and picky power. Excuse me. But I consider it to be very refined example of Ferrari engineering. Many professional drivers maintain that the engine has a very shortcoming if it is properly controlled. Because yeah, the twin turbo, this thing is pretty much monster as well. That means if you have a driving skill, you can handle it. Yeah, you can handle it as well. Oh yeah, if you don't know, this car, you may notice this week is one Ferrari challenge as well. And also I said Ferrari challenge because I recorded already. This is a pre-recorded video. It said limited stock as well. Yeah, it said limited stock because I pre-recorded this video as well. It cost 3.1 million. Fun fact is I bought this car already as well before recording. Yeah, I bought this car before recording this video as well. Okay, I gotta play the tape. So where's the track you want to drive these cars as well? One of them is I got Ferrari F40. I got to put a different track. So I want to try one of the greatest track of all time. Okay, let's put this out. Let's put it in Interlagos. Interlagos is one of the greatest track of all time because it was the F1 circuit. Yeah, it was the F1 circuit as well. So you might notice about as well. So let's get started anyway. Now, for purposes, you gotta say, this F40 is the pretty much, oh, this one from 1987 as well. This particular model year is 1992, about what, like 33 years old? Man, about almost half as much actually. But I gotta say, this is a 30, on the F40 today was what, 38 years old, I gotta say. Now look at that seat, it's the red seat carbon cover seat, and also it's a belt there. And harness as well. Brembo brakes, as you probably know, and you might thinking, what is the best one? The pop-up headlights. Yeah, the pop-up headlights are one of the greatest one on F40 as well. Look at the detail inside of the F40, and it was amazing. And also it has a fire extinguisher. That's why I wanted the fire extinguisher in my car. Yeah, a fire extinguisher is mandatory for racing car as well, because the regulation on the racing car, you need to have fire extinguisher as well, because one thing, if you have a case on fire, you need to have one of those as well. But the F40 is pretty much the most iconic car of all time. It's basically, and also no radio as well. It has an air conditioning, no radio. It's just pure driving focused car. And look at how good her harness was. It was amazing. And another thing is, this is a race car for the streets. Yeah, this is one of the amazing looking as well. I very much appreciate that Ferrari built this car in F40, and then Ferrari F50, and then Enzo, and then La Ferrari, and also the F80, the current one as well. And I just realized how many fuel cap. I don't know how many fuel cap his car is. I have no idea, but I'm okay. I gotta say, this is another one. It's pretty much amazing to look. I gotta double check it later as well. The F40 as well. The 959. Okay, I gotta say the 959. Actually, this is the car homologate on the Paris Dakar series as well. You may notice this is a Paris Dakar car homologation car as well. It's 272 ever built as well, and also 1980s, and also the one on the record holder as well, back in the 80s as well. The 187 miles an hour. The Ferrari F40 is what, 201 miles an hour. Yeah, it is. And the fun fact about 959, this is a four-wheel drive version, and four-wheel drive car, and also flat six engine, and even less cylinder than a Ferrari. But this is the most coolest thing as well. Height? Oh, I have no idea. What is it? I know that people say the Porsche is one of the coolest car ever built. The 959 is one of the greatest car in 80s, because I played this car in Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed, the original for the PC, and also PlayStation 1 as well. Oh yeah, I've used these car in PlayStation 1. That's a really cool car as well. Another thing about 959, it's a manual gearbox as well, and also four-wheel drive, clever suspension, and tire pressure sensor as well. Like I said earlier, this car is pretty much it. And is it four-seater car? I don't know, how cool is that? So this car, you may notice, 150,000 pounds back in the 80s as well. Yeah, it is. Oh yeah, some people are thinking, wait, why this? Is it the pre-recorded video? Yes, it's a pre-recorded video. Don't worry about it. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more Gran Turismo 7 and any other video on this channel, and also live stream as well, be sure to smash a like, subscribe if you're new, follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and also Hoyolab, and also TikTok. Link in the description box below. See you guys soon. Assalamualaikum and goodbye.